All right, it is September 10th, which is week 16 of my journey to Wonderland. I'm Big Anklevich, podcaster, author, and carnivore, and you're watching Big Anklevich on health. Okay, as usual, to start it off, we're going to go straight out to my reports. Let's see how this week went. It is Tuesday. And so I got to eat again, and I got to eat other stuff. It's not an all-beef weekend, or week. And so this morning I got up and I had bacon. I had bacon and eggs for breakfast. And I may have also had some cheese, maybe a lot of cheese for that matter. I ate a bunch of cheese, and you know what? It's interesting. I think that I might actually have a little bit of an issue with cheese because I had some digestive problems when I ate all that cheese. I had to go to the bathroom a lot. And the weird thing is, on Carnivore, I usually do not do that. So maybe cheese is not a good idea for me. Cheese, maybe it was the eggs. I don't know. When was the last time I had eggs? It was also a week ago. Maybe I need to check into that. I guess next time I can try eggs with no cheese, see if that works. And if there's no issue, then I can continue to eat eggs and skip the cheese. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, then came lunchtime. I had a steak, top sirloin, big old top sirloin steak that I cooked, and I put a bunch of ghee on my plate. And I would have a little bit of ghee with each bite. I really like ghee. It's my true love. Yeah, that was nice. And I ate that. By the time I was done, my gosh, I was so stuffed. I barely was able to eat the whole steak, but I did. I soldiered through and I ate the whole thing. And then I went and it was time to fast. So there we go. I'm fasting now, and I got 35 hours to go, something like that. It is Wednesday, another fasting day, and they're doing their best to make it hard on me here at work. They put out some treats earlier, like donuts and like burritos or something like that. And then those went away, and I came back, and there was more stuff, a whole bunch of Mexican food. Good thing is, I'm not really all that tempted by that stuff. Instead, I look at that stuff and I think, what would happen to me if I ate it? Oh, the gas, the bloating, the stomach problems. What else? Who knows? But yeah, it's the best part about Carnivore is that I don't have to fight to avoid stuff all that much. All right, it is Thursday, and this morning I got up and I finished off my fast at about 42 and a half hours, and I had myself some eggs. That was good. I like eggs. I didn't have any bacon. I didn't get more bacon this past weekend. I was doing like the all beef week, so I didn't think about it or something. I don't know. I still had a little bit left, but I used the last of that on Tuesday, so now I got none. So instead, I decided I'd make a steak. And also I had the last piece of the liver that I cooked, I don't know, a week and a half ago, something like that. I ate the last piece of that. I don't know what it is. I don't dislike liver, at least not the way that I cooked it. I guess fry it in butter and cover it in salt and it tastes great. Maybe that's what I like, the taste of salt. I don't know. I actually ate most of it before I even took this picture that you see, but yeah, the steak, I cooked a different way than I usually do. I tried cooking it in the oven and then just searing it at the end in my skillet. That was all right, although I didn't know how long to leave it in for. And I think I may have slightly overcooked it. It was a little bit tougher than I prefer, but it was good. Unfortunately, I also ate some cheese. I wasn't going to. I was going to make this the day where I just ate eggs and didn't eat cheese and see what happened, but I didn't. I ate cheese. There was a little bit left of my little wedge of Parmesan cheese, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to eat it. And so I did. I was kind of disappointed in myself with that. I think I ate a couple of pieces of sliced Munster as well to go along with that, because that's just what I do. Once I open the door, I can't stop all the cows from running out. Um, I don't know if that's a saying. I'm not really a Texan. I just live here. I'm not from here. Um, I do like the beef though. Yeah, just like a true Texan. All right. Later on, I went to get myself some liver at HEB. While I was there, I decided that I would get some pork rinds and make myself fish sticks. I've been planning on doing that for a while. I think the last time I got some pork rinds for it, and then I ate the whole bag instead of making the fish sticks. Well, this time I was going to go right home and make them. So I bought them, I went home, and I cooked them up. I made crunched up the pork rinds, put in some eggs, some salt in there, and I mixed it all up. Instead of doing what you usually do where you put the eggs into the meat into the eggs and get the eggs on them, and then you kind of roll it in the dry crumbs. This time around, I decided I would mix the eggs in with the crumbs and would have a real, thick kind of breading. And then I fried them up, and they look kind of like pancakes. I don't know. They look kind of weird, but they were pretty good. I had a hard time cooking them. I don't know what the deal was. It seemed like my pan was either too hot or too cold, and I was going to be cooking all day, or it was going to be burned. My family wasn't there at the time, but they came home right after I finished, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what did you do in here? It smells super burned." But they weren't super burned. They're okay. I did not eat all 5 of these fish sticks. I was only able to eat 2 of them, and then I was just stuffed. I guess that's because the breading was pork rinds and not actual bread. So that means that the breading actually has some heft to it. It has some fat, some protein, whatever. I don't know what pork rinds have. I assume they got all that stuff. But I don't read labels anymore. I just eat what I know I can. Anyways, I finished that stuff off by about 12:30, a little earlier than usual. I was full, and so I got my fast started a little early. Been going for, 7 hours, 6 hours. I don't know what time it is. Still light outside, so it can't be that late. Okay, it is Friday, and fasting time again. This morning I had this real urge to eat something rather than keep on fasting. It would have been interesting. So far I haven't had any issue with it for the entire 3 months plus that I've been doing this. I haven't given in one time, so that makes me, I guess, feel pretty good about myself. But I opened the fridge and I stood there in front of it. I just thought, I could just eat some of this so easily. And I didn't. I left it all there, and I closed the fridge door, and I went to work, and I haven't eaten anything, and I'm not going to. I'll eat something tomorrow. That's soon enough. It's been about 24 hours or so since the last time I ate, and I'm going to be just fine. I'll be just fine getting all the way to 40 some odd hours that I make it to. So I'll live, and not only will I live, I will frickin' thrive. Okay, it is Saturday, and today was kind of a bad day, I have to admit. I mean, I didn't do anything that I technically couldn't do, but I did a lot more than I should have done. So I got up this morning, and I had decided that I was going to make something that I saw, I want to say it was on Zeroing In on Health Facebook group. Somebody had posted about making, I think they're called chaffles. I'm not really sure how you're supposed to pronounce it. I look at it and I want to say chaffles, but I wouldn't say waffles. Anyways, they're cheese waffles. So they're waffles that are made of cheese and eggs, and that's it. So I saw a recipe for it that said you put, 1 egg with a half cup of cheese. You put that in your waffle maker and you cook it, and it comes out and it looks like a waffle. And apparently you can even eat these as sweet kind of waffles. Like you can put sugar-free syrup onto them and eat them like that. I was not interested in that. But I did like what they had done on the Zeroing In on Health forum, where somebody had used them as basically the buns for some bacon cheeseburgers. So I decided I was going to do that. So I made some of these chaffles, and then I got 2 cheeseburgers and some cheese. I guess that's redundant. I got 2 burgers and some cheese to go with them. I didn't have any bacon, unfortunately, at the time, so I didn't have any bacon in my burgers, but I made a big old chaffle. Now the waffle maker that I have is too big around, so it made the bun really large, and I had to kind of eat around the edges until it got to about the same size as the burger. And then yeah, they actually worked really good as bread, so I thought that was pretty cool. I had already eaten a little bit of cheese and stuff like that while I was getting it ready, so I was pretty stuffed by the time I was done with that. I waited for a while before I ate anything else. On Friday night, I went past Walmart because I thought, I keep seeing meat on sale there on Friday nights. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to start buying my meat there because it'll be cheaper that way. And I went and I looked at, this time around, they didn't have much in the way of on sale meat, but they did have a big T-bone steak that was much cheaper per pound than originally. I guess it was about to get past the sell-by date. The sell-by date was Saturday. So I got that T-bone and I figured I'd cook that up on Saturday for my lunch. So that's what I did for lunch. I cooked up a great big T-bone steak, and it was a big steak, more than a pound. Oh, I forgot earlier in the day, my daughter asked me to take her to the gas station to get, she wanted to get not a soda, but just like one of those Arizona teas, or I think she actually got a Snapple drink. Sooner or later, I'm going to get her to stop doing that. Anyways, I took her to the gas station. When I got there, they had like a big end cap display of pork rinds, like all different kinds of pork rinds. And I guess that made me think I should have some of these. And so I wound up buying a bag. They were actually not pork rinds, but cracklins. And I bought a bag of those, and I ate those as well. And I should have been done once I ate that T-bone steak. And normally I would have been done. But I went to get some stuff. My wife was working, painting our bedroom. And so I went out and took care of some of the grocery shopping, because Costco we usually go to on Saturday. And it closes at 6, so I ran out to get stuff that we might get from that before it closed, because I wanted bacon. I didn't have any bacon earlier today. So I ran out, I got that stuff, and on the way back, I was calling her saying, what are we going to do for dinner? And everybody decided that we would go to the Texas Roadhouse Steakhouse for dinner. Now, I'd already eaten, so I should have just said no, but it was a steakhouse. And so I actually ate a third meal on Saturday. I usually do not do that. 3 meals a day is too many for me. So I got a tiny little steak. It was only a 6-ounce steak, but I got a 6-ounce top sirloin steak at Texas Roadhouse, and it was tasty. It was good. Usually, you know, back in the day, I used to order stuff, steaks. I would order them medium well. This time around, I ordered it medium rare. My wife's like, whoa, that's going to be pretty bloody. I don't think you want to do that. And I said, no, I'm doing it. And it was good. I liked it. I guess I'm getting used to more rare steak or something. At least I don't like it to be tough and shoe leather like I accidentally have done a few times by letting it cook for too long. But anyways, that was more food than I should have eaten. I shouldn't have eaten the pork rinds. I shouldn't have eaten the third meal, and yet I did. I'm pretty sure I got everything. I got to stop eating cheese just when I feel like it, and at the very least take a picture of everything that I eat. Can't remember who it is, somebody in the carnivore keto community that takes pictures of every single thing that he eats, and he actually offers people, I want to say $1,000 if you catch him eating something without having taken a picture of it. But I need to be like that guy, I think, so I have accountability of everything that I eat. All right, it is Sunday, and again, it was not a good day for me. I shouldn't have done some of the things that I did this morning. I got up first thing in the morning and I started getting food together, and while I got bacon on and I put it in to cook, and I've been trying to cook stuff at lower temperatures because supposedly that can be better for you if you do that. I think burning stuff or getting stuff burned or whatever gives you some kind of, I don't know, carcinogenous stuff. So I've been trying to cook. So I cooked my bacon at a lower temperature, but that just means you got to cook it longer. And while I waited for the bacon to cook, I ate a bunch. I made these cheese roll-ups. This is something that I used to do a lot when I was just eating keto and was being less careful about the things that I eat. Basically, I take a slice of cheese and I'll put like maybe a slice of ham in with it, and then I'll melt some cheese as well, some grated cheese, and I'll stick that in the middle, and then I'll kind of roll it into a tube, and I will eat it. And I think I ate 2 or 3 of those while I was waiting for my bacon to cook. On top of that, I made eggs, which I don't know how I forgot to take a picture of it, but I made some eggs and I cooked those up and ate them while I was waiting as well. And then eventually, finally, the bacon was ready and I ate some of that. I can't even remember. I think I ate something else as well while I was waiting. Maybe it was just a lot of cheese, but that doesn't seem right because I couldn't even finish all this bacon. Normally, I would be able to finish that easy. Maybe there was some steak, some leftover steak. I can't remember. Holy crap. I'm getting senile, I guess. And then for the rest of the day, I kept being naughty. I would just eat. My strategy is that I eat only at mealtime. You know what I mean? I'm fasting otherwise. Even on days when I'm eating, I'm fasting because that is the key. You know, you need to have time in between the times that you eat for your body to do the digesting and not always be making insulin. And on the weekends, I just have trouble doing that for some reason. And so, yeah, I ate, I don't know, like a slice of cheese here and there. Oh, that was the other thing that I ate this morning. I had a wedge of Parmesan cheese and I freaking ate, I swear, almost the entire thing. That was a lot of cheese. That's a problem with cheese, is that you can eat it really easily, you know? It's really, it doesn't take much effort or anything like that. When you're eating steak, you got time to sit and chew and all that kind of stuff, and you'll feel full by the time you're done. Whereas with cheese, you can eat a lot of it before it hits your stomach and makes you feel full, it seems. And yeah, I did that. That's what I ate, was a ton of Parmesan cheese. And yeah, and then throughout the day, I kept doing that, grabbing a slice of Munster and just snacking on it. And snacking is not good. No snacking allowed, Big Anklevich. But yeah, I did my share of snacking. I think I even drank milk. Whole milk, yes, which is better than others, but milk has a lot of lactose in it that I shouldn't be eating or drinking or whatever. And I also drank some cream, which I have to admit I love, but I should be avoiding the polysorbate 80 that's in that, or the carrageenan, however you say that. Those things they keep you from losing weight, and that's what I'm trying to do. Anyways, eventually I had my dinner and I just grabbed a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of left over. If you look at this picture, that's leftover bacon from this morning. What was left over? There's only 2 slices of it left. The other folks in the house got to it. I had that bit of liver that you can also see on there. I cooked that. And that was the first bit of liver that I've had from that new batch that I cooked. And then I had the leftover fish sticks that I'd made on Thursday. I burned those too much. I was eating at those and I kept getting really bad burned taste, and I tried to cut around it, and I probably only ate about 2 tops, but 1.5 of those fish sticks really, and then I eventually just chucked it all because it was not appealing anymore. So I think that should do me for fish sticks. I don't think I'm going to try that again. But yeah, so I ate all that stuff. So much of it I shouldn't have. I have a feeling that I pretty much torpedoed any possibility of any weight loss. I think I need to go back to an all beef week next week, and maybe just an all beef month. Maybe I should try that. See how much progress I make it. Maybe I'll be at One-derland by the time I'm done with a month like that. Yeah, I should do that. Okay, it is Monday and it's a fasting day today, so I haven't had anything to eat. And actually, it's been a relatively pleasant fasting day. I haven't had any real hunger issues or anything like that. I must have eaten enough yesterday. I don't know. But yeah, getting along just fine. And can't wait to see what I weigh in at tomorrow, although I'm afraid that I'm not going to be pleased. So there you have it. Kind of a rough week. I kind of was less in control than I really wanted to be. Did it cause me problems or not? My goal from last week was 238. 238 was what I was trying to get to this week. Did I get there? It wasn't an all beef week. It was an all cheese week, it felt like. So what happened? Did I make it to 238? Let's check out the weigh-in. Oh man, yeah. This week didn't go so well. I did not make it to 238. Should have been relatively easy. It was only 2.5 pounds that I had to lose this week to get there. But instead, I only lost 0.8 pounds. At least I lost something, but that is not much. That is barely anything. That's a little bit frustrating. Leaves me, the one good thing about all of this is that I am under 240. I'm down in the next tenth. The next tenth isn't the right word. The next decade. The next level of 10. I've dropped down one more number in the second number. 4 is now 239. But 239.7 is just not a particularly impressive thing. Now, I did eat a lot of cheese. I ate pork rinds. I ate a lot of stuff that I didn't eat the week before, and I think I really went about it kind of the wrong way. Yes, I did really well the week before when it was all beef week, but for some reason I had that dieter mentality when I was done. It was like, yay, now it's time to cheat and eat whatever the heck I want, and that's what I did. I ate a lot of cheese, which I had to do without when I was on the all beef week, and now I just went all out. I had cheese, I had 2 different bags of pork rinds / cracklins. I had, I drank milk. What am I thinking? Should not be drinking milk. Milk has way too many carbs in it. I should not have done that. And I really probably shouldn't have drank any cream either. As much as I love it, that's not something that will help you in trying to lose weight. So yeah, I'm kind of upset at how this week went. I need to fix things. I don't think I'll get to it today, though. My first day here, I'm going to be eating, and I'll probably eat like the rest of the cheese that I had from Sunday, because that's just going to be in there tempting me anyways, so I might as well just get rid of it. But and I don't think I'll go back to an all beef week, but I think I will go to a no cheese once I get past the cheese that I've got. Once I'm done doing that, then it'll be time for no cheese. All meat? All meat and eggs? I don't know. For now, anyways, while I'm trying to lose weight, when I get to where I want to be, where I want to stay stable, where I'm going to maintain, then, I can probably start looking into having cheese. But I think cheese is still one of those things that needs to be, like Cookie Monster says, a cookie is a sometimes food. I think cheese needs to be that. Cheese needs to be a garnish, a thing that goes with what you're eating, but not a thing that is the thing that you're eating. That's something that I'll have to do. Although, the one good thing about this week is that I tried chaffles, and those are good. And those are something that are going to be back again. I like chaffles. They make a great substitute for bread, which is handy, like always eating with a fork. I like to have a burger in my hand. That's one of those things that's nice about eating a burger. I can still eat burgers, but you can't really eat it in your hand if you have to eat it with no bun. That's how I did this week. Not particularly great. I'm going to see if I can keep my goal for next week the same. We'll see if I can get to it. It's going to have to be a big week for me to make it there. But I think it could happen. If I'm careful, we'll see after today, and when I eat a bunch of stuff that I shouldn't, maybe I'll ruin that altogether. But for the rest of the week, I could be good, and I could get down to my goal, which was going to be 236, which means I'd have to lose 3.7 pounds to get there. Now, I lost more than that last week. This week, not so much, but next week I could get 3.7 again and get get to 236. I'd like that. I'd like to get to the point where the scale stays in the 230s. You know what I mean? Like, not just when I wake up first thing in the morning and I've already gone to the bathroom and now I'm weighing as little as I'm possibly going to weigh and I'm still in the 230s. I want it to be that way all day long. And I think if I got all the way down to 236, it probably would. So that would be cool. So that's what I'm going to work on this week. I'm going to try and just no cheese or less cheese, hardly any cheese. We'll go with that. And we'll see how it goes. See if I can get it down to 236. I have altogether now lost 57.3 pounds since I started this on May 21st, 2019. And today on September 10th, 2019, 57.3 pounds. That is 19.29% of my original body weight lost since I started. And I feel a lot better. I feel like it's really making a difference. I feel healthier. You know, I'm to the point where I've started thinking, you know, I need to get out and do some exercise maybe. I love hiking. I love being out in the outdoors. I haven't done a whole lot of it in the last few years because I just haven't felt good. I haven't felt energetic. I haven't wanted to get out and walk around. Now that I'm down to as low as I am, I'm really starting to want to do that again. And I think I would be fine. I'll probably need to do some serious stretching before I get going on that. But that's going to happen. You're going to have to stretch whether you are in good shape or not. And when you want to get in good shape, yeah, you got to get out and get moving around. That's definitely going to improve my health, my state of mind. It's probably not going to help me lose any weight, but it will make me feel good, and I like to feel good. So I'm looking into seeing if I can't do something like that soon. There's some hiking trails relatively nearby that I could hit. And there's a lot of trails just right here in my neighborhood. They have greenbelt trails that you can just walk through. And they're so filled with trees and vegetation that it feels like you're not in the middle of a neighborhood. It's pretty cool. Maybe I'll do a video when I do my first hike. Maybe I'll go and hike through the greenbelt and do a video about that. That'd be fun. So that's the plan for this week. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Big Anklovich on health.